Hey everybody, it's Foregoing, and welcome back to the Majora's Mask 6-Day Challenge. If you have not seen the previous videos, please check those out before you watch this, because what I'm about to say will spoil the whole thing. So in the last episode I failed the challenge. It turned to the second, or the first night of the first day before I could get Epona. Pretty miserably, actually. It was barely even an attempt. But this time, I have, as you can hear by me whipping the paper around, I have notes. Now, these notes these notes, what am I even trying to say? These notes lay out a route, and this route, I say route and route in one sentence. So anyway, this route I will be following, and this route was made entirely based on my personal knowledge of the game and by watching over the previous videos. I've already edited the previous videos, and so I'm now using this route that goes up to Snowhead based on what I know of the game now, because I failed the previous challenge. And I'm gonna say one thing. I will not be getting the first heart like I tried to do in the last one, or the 4 heart pieces, because that wasted way too much time trying to get up the tree, and it's not really worth it. I may be bad at the game, but not bad enough to fail this badly with 3 hearts. I can make it until I can get another heart. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to just begin. Actually, no, here's what I'm going to make my file name. I'm going to make my file name 6-Day Try 2. There we go. Alright. We can begin the adventures of 6-Day Try 2. And I'm probably just going to speed through the first section, because the first 3 days is going to be basically the same, except for me grinding the heart pieces. Ultimately, it's just going to be the exact same thing. So, we might as well just speed it up. So let's go! I guess before we really get the speed up underway, I should probably mention a few things. One thing is that the main reason why the series has taken so long to come out, I announced this series a long time ago, and the reason it's taken so long is because not only do I have a job now, I actually got a second job, and this second job is eating up all the other free time that I have, and most of the time I just don't want to record because I'm exhausted because I have 2 jobs. So that's the main reason I haven't been making other videos. And another thing is I've learned from editing the previous videos, number 1, turn the TV down because you can hear it echo in the background, and that was really annoying. And second, use a quieter controller. So you may notice that my mashing, which I'm doing right now, it sounds better. So yeah, I'm using the more quiet controller, and hopefully it doesn't glitch out like my other controller. This is the controller I was using towards the end of the series once I switched it up. And now we're underway, and let's actually get this speed up. Let's get the speed up started. Alright, so we're coming up to, the first different thing that I'm doing. Last time I kind of regretted not getting the Deku Nuts in this chest, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. And, it's not really gonna mean much, but I'll have Deku Nuts in my inventory, so that'll be neat. I don't actually think it matters at all whether or not I get those, but hey, why not? Aw, man. I went for it, though. There was an attempt. Haha! I've trumped you, dog! Three, 4, 5, 1, 2. What an easy code. I like it. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Nice. I'm not gonna mess it up this time, guys. You better believe I'm gonna remember that one. So I mentioned this in the last recording, but I wanted to make note of it again. If I can manage to... Wow, first try, baby. First try. If you use a gainer to get up here, and you don't let Tattle interrupt you... Okay. Oh, man, I... Whoops. There we go. It's actually pretty easy to do on this controller. Anyway, as you can see, I'm not picking up the heart piece, and I won't be able to pick up the heart piece until I let go of Zed. As you did see in the sped up thing, I did get the flower, so there's nothing wrong with me being up here and getting this. And I don't really need it, but yeah, that's about it. And once again, the real challenge begins now. So while this cutscene plays, I'm going to explain a little bit of the fact that things are going to be a little different this time around. Once again, I have the paper route. The paper route? I mean, I have a route written on paper, and I still can't decide whether I should be saying route or route. And now that I've noticed it, I'm even more awkward about it. But anyway, I have the route, and it's very different. It's not very different, but it's pretty different from what I did before. And it was entirely written based on my experiences and a couple little speed things that I saw. But overall, it's nothing overwhelming. It's not going to change anything. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to pause it. Or I'm going to be trying to play the ocarina as soon as we start, so I can play the inverted Song of Time, which I'm pretty sure I did last time as well. But you know, just good to make sure. And there's just going to be a couple slight route changes. It's not, once again, it's not too different. Hopefully, I think that a lot of what went wrong last time was the execution, so first we're playing the inverted Song of Time immediately, just so we can get this out of the way, and everything will be slow forever. Or as long as we can make it. Now we're just gonna head on in here as quickly as possible, and get the mask. Yes, I was, good sir. Teach me songs so I can move on. That is Aang from the last Airbender movie that doesn't exist. Because, you know, M. Night Shyamalan doesn't exist. That's a new one. M. Night Shyamalan doesn't exist. Do you guys realize that? He's actually just a figment of your imagination. All the times he's cameoed in his own movie, that's actually a different person. His name is Greg. What am I even talking about? But anyway, M. Night Shyamalan is Greg. That's the secret. His secret identity is revealed. That is the point I was trying to make. And now we have our Deku mask, which is nice. This is a longer cutscene the second time through. It really is, especially when you just really want to get going. You just want to get going, man. That's all you really need in your life, is get going. Get going, get good. Get good. That's what I need. I need to get good. And once again, I did mention that I am playing this after I've edited the first thing, so that's how I was writing down the route. I was writing down it as I was watching through my previous ones, and I did get it the walking speed wrong. It is in fact Link, Human Link, who is the fastest of course, the two transformations that we have, and Deku Link is the slowest of all the transformations. So I got that wrong. So you don't want to be backwalking as Deku Link. And you do want to be backwalking as, well, all the other transformations. But obviously when we get the Goron, we're just going to be rolling everywhere, so who's going to care? I won't. I certainly won't. Yeah, this is a really long cutscene. The second time through, it really is a long cutscene. But like, after not playing this game for like a long time, it's really cool. I really like this cutscene. It explains the history and the fact that the weight behind the mask. That's a thing that a lot of people don't seem to understand with these games. Like, there is a lot of weight to the things the characters are saying, but because people don't really care and they just want to play the game, they don't read what the characters are saying. So, yeah. I don't know, it's just a pet peeve of mine when people are like, oh, this game sucks, it has too much talking, but it's like, are you even paying attention to the talking? Alright, so, before I let this text box go by, the first thing I'm gonna do that's different is I'm gonna actually get the owl statue in Clocktown. I noticed that soaring to Milk Road and then backwalking to Snowhead is a lot slower than it would have been had I just gotten this here. And the extra time it takes to get this owl statue is basically negligible compared to the time we save from going to... I didn't mean to activate this cutscene. It's okay, it doesn't save any time. I was just backwalking, hoping to get to the door quicker. Jeez, I am talking to... That is a really big talk box, and I don't like it. A talk box is a hitbox for talking, just so you're aware. Alright, now the next part is going to be the same. I'm going to go to Milk Road and get the owl statue there, so that way I can soar there later. It's going to be very important. Because obviously once I get the powder keg, I'm going to need a quick way to get to Milk Road. And soaring there is obviously the fastest way to do that. That was weird, how the camera actually changed. Where's the door? Okay, I was going to it anyway. This is fine. This is fine. Just slight time losses. The small time losses probably aren't that big of a deal, although this is a very tight challenge. Just to be sure, I did look up another version of this challenge, like somebody else doing it. I didn't watch the series, but I did skip ahead to make sure that they did get Epona on the first day. And they did get Epona on the first day, and so I do know it is possible. So there's at least that. I do at least know that this challenge is doable. However, is it doable with my skill set? That remains to be seen. That's weird how when you backwalk through leaves, the camera, or through grass, the camera changes. I never noticed that before, and that's definitely not where we were standing when I activated this cutscene. So Link is secretly Slenderman and can teleport everywhere. Remember Slenderman? Remember when he was the biggest and scariest thing? Oh man. Oh man. That was a time that existed. That was a time that happened. Slenderman is not scary. His folklore, like the version of him that's in the folklore, is actually kind of creepy. But Slenderman in his portrayals in popular media, not so much. Slenderman just kind of sucks. He's kind of bad. He's just really bad. I'm still mashing, even though this is a cutscene. It's a cutscene that has no text. I don't know why I was doing. You could probably hear that. Although, yeah, like yes, I am using a more quiet controller, but you can still hear it. And unfortunately, I haven't fixed the problem that the controller is physically closer to my mic than I am, or at least my mouth is. So, but that's just because of limited setup. Like, I don't have a table to put my mic on or something like that. Because I'm actually, okay, let me give you a little bit of a color commentary, or like a rundown of what my setup's like. I'm sitting on my bed. Right next to my bed is a chair. This chair has my mic on it. And then across the way, I have my setup where I have a TV on a top shelf. Like it's a multi-shelf cabinet or something like that. And on the top shelf, I have my TV. On the bottom shelf, I have my computer. And everything is hooked up to the HD PVR down on the very bottom shelf of the cabinet. And, yeah, so that's what my setup is right now. So it's a bit crude. It's a bit bodgy. That is weird, and I don't like that. Hopefully that doesn't cost me too much time. Another thing. Once again, I spent way too much time getting this, heart piece in the last one, so I'm just gonna skip it. I'm not getting that extra heart. It costs way too much time. And, time I do not have.